Hi everybody, it's Andrea, aka Violet Kitty 411, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who has been engaging with commenting, liking, subscribing. I appreciate it so much. It does drive the sense of community, and I really just appreciate the feedback. So we are back in Sim State University. That's been attached to my Pleasant View. For anyone that's curious, the sorority girls have been found, and we will be seeing them in the future during a Let's Play, but it'll be a while. Okay, so we are here for another project redesign, and that is going to be actually for Phoenix. Jimmy feels like he's ready for a fresh start since no one here knows anything about him, but will it really be that easy to leave his past behind? Okay, like I've said previously, I do not know these Sims, so that's a bit ominous. Now, we're not going to put him in a house. We're actually going to put him in one of these 3 dorms right here. And so we'll be rolling for that. And the economy is a non-issue when it comes to dorm because technically they live in the dorms for free. They just have to pay all the bills. So here is our spinner. And it's dorm number 2. Yay! Okay. So that is Sim State Dormitory with 14 rooms. I've never seen this. Okay, so let's go in and take a look. Now, the first thing you notice when you get into the build is that it is ugly. It's a behemoth. It's meant to be institutional looking. This is dormitory living. Now, it is also meant to be 14 rooms, dorm rooms, I should say. So I will definitely keep that. But one thing you notice here is I have no ability to build right now. I only have paint, floor, garden, and terrain. I can't do a whole lot, and I don't even think I have full access to terrain. Maybe I do. Okay. But I don't even have access to my collections, so that I'm not cool with. So there's a quick, easy thing to do is Ctrl+Shift+C and type in boolprop dormspecifictoolsdisabled false. Okay, and so here you'll see that they are disabled, and I'm going to enter. Now I will toggle to buy. Now back to build. I've got my collections. I've got full build options. Okay, great. Now let's take a look. We've got these extremely wide hallways, which in a home build I don't need. In a dorm build, probably should have a bit more width because, let's face it, Sims are basically stupid. And like I said, I'm going to make sure I have 14 sleeping rooms because that's the way this build was intended to be. But we're going to give it something a little more than it currently is. So give me a quick second. I will strip it and I will be right back. Now I'm actually going to get rid of this observation deck right here. I am going to have an observation deck. I'm just not going to have this specific one. So I'm just going to get rid of that. So it occurs to me that an observation deck would be good to have over this outdoor space. And I'm just going to put a wall around here for just a quick second. I'm not going to keep it there. It's just for the purpose of this building portion. And we will just do that. And then we will get rid of the walls that I placed there. And of course, need to just pop some basic columns in to make it look like it's being supported. It really isn't, but it's, you know, does our heart good to think that way. And since I have this, clearly I need a way to get out there, so that will also dictate a large portion of my floor plan is pathing towards this. And one thing that I'm going to do, of course, is dig the basement, not because I need it, but because I want it and I don't want to have to do it later. But also, every tile is for simoleons. Now, it is technically free to live in the dorms, but you're Dormy has to pay the total cost regardless, the total bills regardless, and that's based off of the value of your dorms. There is kind of a cheaty way around that though, and I'm going to show you as soon as I manage to dig my basement properly. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to dig your basement before you move in, so you may as well do it. Because you never know if you're going to want it. Like, you know, basement fishing and gardening. Now, as far as the staircase, yes, I'm going to go ahead with a centrally located staircase. We don't need 4 wide. 2 wide is good. 2 wide is good. So that's what we're going to do. And I am going to use the connecting stairs because, as we know, in the long run, they are free. Meaning the lot has 0 value anyway, but in the long run, it won't increase my bills if I use those connecting stairs. Now, in order to place the connecting stairs, you have to have the empty space first. I wanted to make sure that I've got it evenly centered because it's not centered on the door, it's centered in the building, I believe. That looks right. Yeah. Okay, so you have to have the empty space first, then you use the connecting stairs and add them. And the reason I wanted to make sure that I had that was because I'm also going to go ahead and do that right into the basement. Now, since this is supposed to be 14 units, but I have been playing a lot of Sims 4 and doing a lot of tiny living, I have really gotten into the idea of completely, that's not right, there we go, of complete little efficiency apartments for them. So that's what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So there will be 14 efficiency apartments here. So we have 5 on the main level and 9 on the second level. And there will be some general community area here, but for the most part, the community area is going to be down here, plus, of course, the observation deck right here. Each little efficiency apartment is going to have its own little efficiency bath, but of course, I will also have a couple powder rooms throughout the build, so if they're out and about, they don't have to like do the pee-pee walk back to their room. So back here, since this is the patio area, this makes sense that the kitchen and dining area is going to be in this general area. General living, group study, everything is going to be right up here. So I'm going to kind of keep that in mind. So this is a 2 tile wide hallway, but the fact of the matter is they're going to be doing most of their milling. This is going to be the kitchen, dining, general community study type situation, and great hall. So yeah, they are going to be doing a lot, but they're not going to be stuck because I'm going to have a lot of archways through here. So it's not like they're going to get stuck in a 2 tile hallway. And the general area up here is more or less going to be hangout area. We'll have a little TV area over here. Then here we've got the observation deck. So let me go ahead and put my textures on it. So just because it's institutional does not mean it needs to be ugly. I did go ahead and give the exterior an update as well. I really like this brick. I feel like it looks finished. It looks much more finished. It honestly looked like, oh, well, yeah. I mean, for what universities pay for housing or charge for housing, you would think that they'd give the kids a little bit better. But so this is what we've got. I still have to put the doors in for their little bathrooms, but this is what we've got here. 14 efficiency apartments with a couple little powder rooms sprinkled throughout the build. This is the kitchen, kind of study area, general living area, and a basement. Whether or not I use it for anything remains to be seen. Who am I kidding? I'm going to put garden and fishing pond down here. Okay, so now with all my textures and doors in place, I'm going to go ahead and furnish it, and I will be back. And now it's time for the reveal. Okay, so the only structural changes I made were getting rid of this room up here and where they could walk out to observe the sky. And I changed their observation deck over here, and it has a basketball hoop plus 3 telescopes because 3 is better than 1. The deck on the main level changed from having just one lonely chess table with an easel and 1 bench to being an area where they could have barbecues, 2 chess tables, some nice conversation. So it's really become a more useful space. As we enter, we are greeted with staircases going both up and down. To the left is one of the common areas. And here we've got bookcases for group study, as well as a TV with some trophies. Wow! So we can watch some sports, have sports parties, couple of chess tables, and some computers where we can manipulate others into writing our term papers for us. Past that room is another common area where we have a bar that serves strictly non-alcoholic beverages and a couple pool tables. Now, connecting to that is the cafeteria with more bookcases because some people like to do their homework in the cafeteria. Lunch lady will work right there. And adjacent to the hallway, or the cafeteria, is a hallway down which there are 5 dorm rooms, which I said basically efficiency apartments. Each is equipped with a small bed, nightstand, easel, dresser, and a computer. And then of course each does have the micro bathroom with a toilet, a shower, and a sink. As we come upstairs, there are 9 more units, plus we are greeted with an area where we can play darts. Then there's another TV area here, and both of the TV areas are equipped with a video game system, but this TV area is more for people who want to watch something other than sports. And this large hall, of course, is awesome for playing kicky bag or just hanging out. And at the opposite end of the hall is another area for quiet study. So that's the 14-unit dorm in its entirety. Let's put Jimmy Phoenix in it and see what he thinks. Now that I'm here, I'm ready to see what Jimmy's bio reads and maybe check out his relationships to see what, if anything, I can glean about this. So let's go ahead and move in. I'm wondering if Jimmy is from a crime family. The first thing Jimmy wants to do is head downstairs, and that's cool because I intentionally didn't tell you something about this, which is actually the basement. Over here we have a treasure trove of Song Dynasty vases, which Jimmy's just gonna chuck those right in his inventory because that's how he's gonna pay the bills. Yeah, that's how he's gonna pay the bills. But I actually have to take them out because I forgot to package this. But anyway, yes, Jimmy is responsible for the bills for the entire lot, but you can make sure that he is well provided for by setting him up this way. And as long as you're down here, Jimmy, why don't you play some pool? Or bowl, not pool. That's actually relatively decent for a brand new kid. Let's see. That's okay. That's all right, no worries. And across from the bowling alley, we've got a little bit of a gym. And he was going to go to the pool, which I told him no, but it's right there. We've got some gardening and fishing through here. should he have a desire to do those. And Jimmy needs to claim his room. I'm going to claim this one right there for him because that's going to be the one that is equidistant between the cafeteria and the front door. So basically, it's kind of the best room in the house. I mean, look, he's got instant access to cafeteria, the pool table, the general rec area. He's in good shape. And there's a big man on campus. Should go make friends with him. And after emptying his bladder, he's going to go say hello to that guy. Tell him a joke or two. Still don't know it. What, if anything? Oh, nice. Looks like you've made some friends. Oh, yeah. And why don't you join Ayana? Looks like we've got some good friendship happening. So I think Jimmy's going to thrive here in the Sim State dormitory. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you soon in the pixelated world. And that's all I have to say. BK out.